Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alyssa, and on this channel I create budgeting content, planning content, and sometimes side hustle content. But if you like that, make sure you hit subscribe, follow along on my journey. So in today's video, we are setting up the second half of August. So August 15th through August 31st. Using the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. So jumping right into it, we got to do our W-2. So for that, I have $1,975. Remember, this is after taxes and 401k and anything else that typically gets taken out of your paycheck. And then side hustles, it's a little light this pay period because it was my own fault. I had done an online charge and ended up charging that account. I probably could have just added the money back in, but I didn't. So I just used whatever extra side hustle money that was in there to cover that expense. And so what I'm basically paying myself is $40 this pay period. And then I was on a work trip last week or the week before? Yeah, last week. And I had some expenses. The way my work does it, because we're a super small company, is that I put everything onto my own credit card and then I just submit for reimbursement. So the payback I'm expecting, and I've already submitted it to the accountant, they've approved it. I'm just waiting on the check. So that total amount is $2,549. And that will all be actually going to my Alaska Airlines credit card, but we'll get to that once we get to the debt section. And then we do have savings. So I am pulling some stuff for savings for some fun entertainment and a car expense, which we'll note here in the fixed expenses. So the total for that is going to be $261. Let's slide this over so I can bring my calculator into frame here. So we've got 1975 plus 40 plus 2549 plus 261 equals $4,825. Remember, it's just because I have this ginormous payback that why it looks like my inflow is super high. If we minused it like it would be for normal pay periods, it would basically just be about $222, almost $2,300. But again, minus the 261, which is the savings that I already have, it's only about $2,000. So I don't live that luxuriously. I don't make that much money. So keep that in mind. But for fixed expenses, we've got rent due on the 1st, which we budget for $20 for that. Utilities, we budget $100, also due on the 1st. Car registration and insurance, I'm actually going to skip it this pay period. I'm not really going to go into depth as to why, but it's just a personal decision. I'm going to keep things pretty light this pay period in order to just kind of tackle some personal things. Then we've got student loan. Of course, we always have to pay this, which is $600. And then boxing gym. So boxing gym, which is $55. And then I am actually, I don't know if you guys heard of ClassPass. I have known about it for a couple of years now. I've referred friends to it. So if you want to use my referral link, I'll put it at the top of the description box down here. I know when I use my friend's referral link, I have 48 free credits that I got, and I'm using them. Funny enough, I can actually spend it at the boxing gym, but not every class is eligible. So I'm going to keep my boxing membership, I think. I'm not quite sure. I might end up just going to ClassPass full time, but we'll see how it all works out. But I don't know how much the membership fully will be because I'm still in the trial period, but I'm gonna budget $60. I think that's what it's gonna be every month. So we've got that, and then we have Peacock, which is $6. And going back to ClassPass, I have done a couple of classes through it so far, and I really, really like it. You know, you can do yoga, you can get massages, you can do spray tans, sun tans, you can do boxing classes, Zumba classes, CrossFit. there's so many things that you can sign up for. So again, I'll leave my referral in the top of the description box below if you're interested. And if you just want to try it out, you can just use the free credits that they give you, and you get extra if you use my referral link. That's why I'm like, use my referral link, please. Okay, but back to the budgeting. So we've got Peacock, and now we have Spotify. So Spotify did go up $1 every month. So that's going to be $12. And then Roth, in the spirit of keeping things light, we're actually going to bypass putting money into my Roth this pay period because I have some other expenses that I need to prioritize. Therapy will be $25. And then my Sounders tickets, my season tickets, coming back to haunt me. I feel like I just paid these off, and here we are again. So that's $161. The charge is coming, so I've got to pay that off. And then I also need to get an oil change. I think it's going to be about $100. I feel like last time it was more expensive, but I don't know because I can't remember. And then I swear prior to, I guess, all inflation, it used to be like $70 to get my oil change. So I don't know. We'll just see what happens. But to add up our fixed expenses, so we've got $420 plus $100 plus $600 plus $55 plus $60 plus $6 plus $12 plus $25 plus $161 plus $100 is $1,539. So if we take our total inflow, which was $4,825 minus $1,539, gives us $3,286. So $3,286. And then we have grocery. So I kind of on like a health and wellness, weight loss sort of journey, but it's more of just like a lifestyle change of eating better, more vegetables with every meal. And that also means my grocery budget is a little higher. So I'm going to do $120, which is about $60 a week. And honestly, that's a pretty good amount for me. I think last pay period, I only spent $66. Again, I was gone for like 3 days, but that's not too bad. I already know, because I'm filming this a couple days into the pay period, that I've spent about, I think like $55 already for like this week. So I think 120 is a perfect amount. Eating out is $130, even though I rarely spend that much. I spent $71 last time. So I don't know. I just feel like my boyfriend picks up the tab on just about everything, and it's time that maybe I pick up the tab on something. So then we're going to gas, car. So I'm currently pet sitting my friend's dogs and cats, and basically going back and forth every day. It's just like taking up a bit more gas than I was anticipating. And then I've gone into the city a couple of times. So I've already filled up once this pay period, and I think I'm going to have to fill up again. So we're going to do double. And then I desperately need a car wash. Like, I cannot see out of my front windshield very well. So that's going to be about $20, $25. So we're just going to do $124 for gas and car, which should be about 2 tanks of gas and the car wash. And a little extra for the car wash in case I wanted to get some extra stuff. And then fun and entertainment. Fun entertainment is next. Fun entertainment. We're going to do $125. Something I've been working on with my therapist is, and why I'm kind of not putting money towards car registration and Roth this pay period, is actually spending the money that I put down in these categories. And I feel like part of the reason I'm stressed so much is because I'm so anal about every single dollar. I think that is the one con of this book and doing the budget by Paycheck for 3 years now, is that I am so rigid, and it's like, if I can save $5 there, that's $5 I can spend in a different category. And it's just become a little bit toxic mentally for me. So I'm challenging myself, and my therapist is challenging me, that whatever money I put in fun and entertainment, I have to spend it on fun and entertainment. So I will report back when we close out this pay period of what I put my money towards for the fun and entertainment. But we're going to do $125 for this pay period. And then self-care, I just got my nails done. They look fine. So I'm just going to say we're probably going to skip it this pay period and we'll do it in the next pay period pretty early on. Miscellaneous, we're going to do $50 for miscellaneous. And then travel and vacay, I believe is going to be $0. I'm not anticipating anything. So let's add that up. We have 120 plus 130 plus 124 plus 125 plus 50 is 549. So we take 3286 minus 549 gives us $2,737. So bringing that up here, to continue the spirit of keeping things light, we're actually going to bypass, I should say, the savings here, the sinking funds, and just go straight towards debt. I don't plan on continuing skipping so many things like the car registration, the Roth, the sinking funds, but I just need one pay period where I'm not stressed about my money and figuring out where I could just this one time, hopefully crossing my fingers, kind of like eliminate some expenses. It's not going to put me behind. That's what I'm telling myself. It's not going to put me behind. I'm going to be just fine if I skip one pay period. So that brings us to debt. So we have my Alaska Airlines card and my Discover credit card. So we need to put $2,559 towards my Alaska card. It's this payback amount plus about $10. And then Discover, I need to pay that off, and that's going to be $178 on there. So adding that up, it should equal 2,737. So 2,559 plus 178. Yes, perfect. $2,737 towards debt. Well, credit card debt, I should say. So that is everything for this budget video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it inspires you, or maybe you are also in the same boat of that sometimes being too rigid is mentally taxing, and that's just what I feel like right now. So I'm just taking this budget period off and we'll see how it goes. But I appreciate your support always. Thank you for liking and subscribing if you haven't already. And I will see you all in my next video very soon. Bye, everyone.